King College sample paper. We have done a lot of sample papers on our website, on our channel. If you're new, you can go back and look at all the sample papers what we have done. And this one, I'll be doing the solutions for you guys. So if you're ready, give a thumbs up. If you're not, I can still wait for you. But still, let's get started now. It's an easy paper, so we'll go with the paper now. The first one is only telling you to do addition. You need to be really good to do how to do addition of how to do this one. It's 12.31 plus 1.75. So let's get started and let's do it now. The first one is really easy. Try doing it yourself and tell me the answer. So basically we are adding in this one. We are doing, when you add these two, 3 plus 1 is 1 plus 5 is 6, and then 3 plus 7 is 7 plus 3 is 10, 0, carry over 1, and then you will do 2 plus 1 is 3, plus carry over 1 is 4, and 1 as it is. And don't forget to write your points. Your point will be after 14.06. So let's try doing this next one now. The next one is again a simple one. We try doing the same way as we did the first one. It's 2.76 minus 1.842. And your answer for that one would be 0.918. That's the answer for the next one. So let's move on to the next one. Remember, as I always tell you, a lot of times in the private schools, they start with the easy one and then they go on with the hard one. So the next one is a long multiplication one. It's 128 multiplied by 47. It's basically 12. 128 multiplied by 47. You need to be really, you should know how to do it. Let me just put that should be your answer. And this is the way. If you don't know how to do it, I've done it for you. Have a look. It's 128 multiplied by 47. You should be really good in knowing your tables of 7 and 4. And this is the way how you do it. So let's do the next one the same way. In the next one, you have to multiply 110 multiplied by 0.2. So 110 multiplied by 0.2. That will give you 210. So that would be your answer for the next one. So let's move on to the next one now. That's the second one. I'll zoom in for you. The next one is you need to place the following numbers in orders of the size from the smallest to largest. So you need to do it from smallest to largest, and you need to think which one is small and which one is the largest. So the answer for this one is really easy. It should be 4.0121 for the first one. The next one would be 4.0211. Then it will be 4.1021. The next one would be 4.2101. I hope you all got the same number. In this, basically, they were asking you to place the following numbers in orders of the size from smallest to biggest. You need to do smallest to biggest. And this is the way how you do it. So the next one, if you can see, the next one is they're saying circle the amounts. I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys. I think so it's little, I think now it's better. Circle the amounts below, which can be made using 3 UK coins. So you need to think which one is made by using 3 UK coins. You need to think how you make 71p and how you make 72p. So let's do this. If I have to make 71p, I would be taking 50p, 20p and 1p. If I want to make 72p, I would be making by 50, 20 and 2. The next one, 73, again I would be making by 50, 20, 2 and 1. 74, I would be making from 50p, 20p, that's 70, plus 20, 72 and 74. And the last one is 75. That would be 50, 20 and 5. So which one you think is made from 3? I think so it's 71. So which one do you think is made of? I think so it's 71 is 3, 72 and 75. So these 3 would be your answers: 71, 72 and 73. So they're also asking circle amounts which can be made using 3 UK coins. So these are the ones: 71p, 72p and 75p. I hope you got this one. So let's move on to number 4 now. Number 4 is down only. I need to remove this now. Again, there is a divide 1. They are telling to divide 623 by 8, giving your answer with the remainder. So you will be getting a remainder as told by them. Again, you should be knowing your table really good. Divided by 7. So I'll get 77 would be my answer with remainder 7. So 77 with remainder 7. So let's move on to number 5 now. Number 5 is an easy one. You just need to put these signs, divide, multiplication sign to do it. Always look at the example, the way they do it. So the first one is 22 with something 3 gives you 5 with something 2. So the sign here would be divide. And the next one would be a add. Again, in this one, 18 what with 6 gives you 120 what in 12. So I'll give you a minute to try doing this, and then I'll give you the answer for this one. So obviously this will be multiplication, and the next one would be a minus. So let's move on to the next one. Remember, in the previous one, both the sides should be equal. So let's do this rounding now. I really like rounding. I hope you guys also like it. Round 120, 12.7 to the nearest whole number. So you need to do it with the nearest whole number. That would be a 13. And the next one, round 443550 to the nearest thousand. For this one, your answer would be a 44,000. So let's move on to the next one now. Number 7, it's getting harder now. So in this one, they are saying two of the shapes below fit together to make a square. Which are they? So you need to think which of the two shapes are the one which, if they fit together and they make a square. So let's try making a square first. Sorry about that. As you guys know now, my drawing is really bad. So if I do it like this, so which shape do you think I can put? Obviously it's E. Look at E, it's going like this, and look at here. So the answer for this one would be D and a E. So let's move on to the next one. This was a general knowledge one. The next one is the fractions now. Write down the fractions in order to the smallest to the largest. So you need to make sure which one is the smallest and which one is the largest. You need to go from smallest to largest. I will try to simplify them if I can do it. But try making the denominator same. If I make the denominator same in this one, the denominator for half would be, sorry about that. Will be 12 by 24. 3 by 8, if I make the denominator by 24, that will be 9 by 24. And 1/3 would be 8 by 24. 5 by 12 would be 10 by 24. And the last one would be 7 by 24 would be a half. So remember, you need to go from the smallest to the largest. So the smallest to the largest. So the smallest will be, the first one will be 7 by 24, obviously. Then would be 1/3. Then would be 3/8. Then will be 5. This will be number 4. And the last one would be a half. That would be number 5. So 7 by 24, if you guys, 7 by 24 will be the first one. 1/3 would be your second one. 3/8 will be your third one. 5 by 12 would be your fourth one, and half would be your fifth one. So let's go on the next page now. Number 9 now. Let's zoom in a little bit now. Number 9 is, you need to work out on the sequences now. Write down the next term for the sequence. You need to think which one comes next. If you look at the sequence, 3 to 7, 7 to 11, 11 to 15, that's an easy one. It's plus 4. I'm adding 4 in all of them. Same here and same here. So what would be the next one in this? 3, 7, 11, and 9. You're working for the sequences in this one. The next one would definitely will be a 19. So what's happening in this one now? 303, 300. Obviously, they are minusing it. And then again, they are minusing it. And again, they are minusing it. 303 minus 300 minus 297 minus 298, 297, sorry. You're minusing 3 in all of them. If you look at the sequence, it's minus 3. So the answer for the next one would be a 291. So let's move on to the next one. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. There are two sequences. What the two things they are doing? 1 to 1, they are adding 2. Then 2 to 3, they're adding 3, so on. So what would be the next one? It will be 13. So this is the way how you do the sequence one. The next one is they're asking you find out the 900 term in the sequence. So 100 term would be, go with the last one. What are you doing? 3 multiply by 99. They want you to see the part 2 of the sequence. Part 2, we were minusing 3, so I'm multiplying it by 900. That's an easy one. That's not enough. You will get 297, and then you need to multiply it by 303 minus by 297 to get what your sequence is for this one. It will be 6, because they are asking you this week find the 900 term of the sequence in part 2. So this is the part we are looking at, and this is how you find the sequence for that one. So let's move on to number 10 now. If you're asking how many questions there are 26 in this, and we are on the 10th one. So let's do the next one. Number 10, they are just telling you, this is an easy one again. They are just telling you, put the following numbers into the correct position in the diagram below. 5, 6, 7, 8, factors of 30 and factors of 40. You should be knowing what the factors are. And remember, the one here are the common factors. So, and you also have to look at these here. They're given you 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 will come here. 5 is common. 8 will come here. And 7 will come here because 7 is not the factor of any of them. So let's move on to number 11. Let me zoom in a little bit for this one, because you guys need to do a little working out for this one. Fill the missing numbers of the table below to show the fractions in decimals. Decimal fractions equivalent of the numbers. Give the fractions in the simplest form. So let's do it now. So let's do the ones we know. 1/5. What's how you write that as a decimal? So it's 0.2 for that one. And how would you write that as a percentage? That would be a 20. Sorry about that. That would be a 20%. Just write down as much information you have. And in this one, you just know it's 24%. And you need to know what is the decimal of that and what's the fraction of that. And in number D, again, you're given the decimal. You have to find the fraction and the percentage for that one. So let's try doing number C first. In number C, let's first find how to write in a decimal. It's 0.24. So how do you write that as a fraction? 22 by 100. But always try simplifying that, which none of you do it. So if you simplify that, in the end, you will get 6 by 25. 0.34. How much do you write as percentage? Obviously, it's 34%. And how do you write that as a fraction? 34 by 100. And again, try to simplify that a little more and see what answer you can get. The answer would be 17 by 50. That's how we do it. I'll give a minute for the ones who have not done to have a look at this one. So we can move on to number 12 now. So let's move on to number 12 and let me zoom in again for you guys. Alice makes a dice from the net below. This is a net and he's made a dice. So they are asking you which number will be opposite. So if you look at the opposite ones, I would do it like this for making you guys. Which number will be opposite? So which number you think will be opposite will be 3. And the next one, what they're asking you is number 2, which is opposite. So number 1, which is opposite, is 3. And number 2, which is opposite, you can see is 4. 3 was for the first one and 4 was for the second one. Let's move on to number 13 now. In number 13, this is a half of the soup is made from carrot. Myra is making a vegetarian soup. She's making a vegetarian soup, and this is what she uses. 1/3 of the soup is made from carrots. It looks like very delicious soup. 1/2 is made from lentils. It's basically called littles. And 1/12 is made from parsnips. The rest is made from tomatoes. If he makes 600 g of soup in total, how much carrot does he use? So basically you need to know how much carrot he used. So obviously you will do it. 1/3, oops. So you will basically do it 1/3, multiply that by 600. That gives you the total of 600 divided by 3. Remember to simplify as much as you can go. That will be 200 g. So we got the answer for this one. How much carrot does he use? So let's see the second one, what they're asking. How much tomato does he use? So the next one they're asking, how much tomato does he use? So how would you find the tomato in this one? So let's find the tomato. So littles, you will know how much they have used is 1/2. And you need to multiply that by 600. That gives you 300 g. But you need to find how much this tomato does she use. So you need to find out everything what he used first and then try to find that out. So to find out, you have to do it 600 minus brackets open 200 plus 300 plus 50. So that is 550. I'll just write that down because might be asking, how did I get all this? So this is what we did. You need to find how much letters does he use, how specific you use, and then whatever answer you get, you just need to minus it from 600 minus from 550, that's 50 g. So that's how much tomatoes did she use. I hope you've understood this one. So let's move on to the next one. I'll be removing this now because looks like there's one down for you guys. Yeah, number 14. Number 14 is Jem's countdown is 9 starting from 345 until he passes 0. What will be the last positive number that he counts? In this, you just need to divide it 945 divided by 9. You just need to divide this in this one. So 3, 4, 5 divided by 9, that is 38, remainder 3. But what they're asking, how will the last positive number, when it counts first, you need to do with these two first, multiply that, and then, sorry, divide first, and then multiply also. So 3 multiplied by 38 would be 3, 4, 2. But they are telling you from 3, 4, 5. This is already given to you. So you need to minus it from 3, 4, 5 minus from 3, 4, 2. Your answer would be only, sorry, 3, not 2. Will be 3. So let's move on to the next one. Let me zoom in again. The next one is a website advertises that a specific offer, a new mobile phone game will cost 40% less to download next week. If the game cost 80% this week, how much it will cost next week? So you need to find out first 40% of 80p. So 40% of 80p. So for instead of 40%, you can again write it down 0.4 multiplied by 80. When you multiply by 0.4 multiplied by 80, you would get 32. That would be your answer. That you got, that's not your answer. This is one part of the answer you got. So then they are given you 80p is already given to you. So you need to minus after getting this. This is something everybody forgets. 80 minus 32, because they're telling you to find out how much it will cost next week. To know how much it will cost next week, you need to minus 80 minus 42, and that is 48, and that would be your answer. So this is half your answer, this is fully your answer. So basically you need to find out the 40% first, because they are giving you offer of 80%, and then 0.4 multiply by 80, and then you do it, and you got it now, it's 48. So let's move on. To number 16. Number 16 is down only, so let's do it. There's a diagram now. Sorry about that. They are saying the diagram shows a part of the shape together with its line of symmetry. Draw the remainder part. So basically you need to draw the same one here. It's part of symmetry. You won't be able to do that. Just have a look how I do it. I'm really bad at drawing. Just draw the same one here. Like you guys have drawn this, that would be the remaining part of symmetry. So let's move on to number 17 now. Three x's balanced with 10 x's. I'll zoom in a little bit for this one. 3x's balanced with 10 y's. 10 y's. If x weight is 1.5 g, how much does y weigh? So you need to basically find what y is in this one. So how would we do that? I will just write again as much information is given to me. 1.5 multiply by 3, that's given to me. That equals to 4.5. Well, let me do an easy way because this one is a little confusing for you guys. Let's do it. 3x equals to 10y. Instead of x, I will write down 3 multiply 1.5. That gives you 10y. And then 3 multiplied by 1.4 gives you 4.5. That gives you 10y. So 4.5. If I get the 10 that side, when you come that side, obviously you will divide, not multiply, equals to y. So your y will equal to 0.45 g. That's your answer for number 17. We found the y. Instead of x, we wrote 1.5. That's given to you. And 10y is also given to you. Just write as much information is given to you to find y. So your y is 0.45. So let's move on to number 18 now. In number 18, you need to work out the value of x in the diagram. And remember, the diagram is not for. So basically, the first thing what I'm going to find out is what is this one here. So let's find this one here. To find this one, you guys need to add these two. Add 36 plus 42 and minus it from 180. You know that the total of the angle is add these 36 plus 42 and minus it from 180. So to find this, we will just do 180 minus 36 plus 42. That will give me to 102. So I know this one is 102. And to find the x, I need to minus 180 minus 102. Let me use this. To find that, I just need to do 180 minus 102. That gives me 78. So I know This angle X is 78. So let's move on to the next one now. Number 19. So let's do number 19 now. I'll zoom in again. Number 19. There's a graph given to you and they said that how much is the population in 1955. So if you look at the map here and I do it, the population in 1955 would be somewhere here. If I go all the up here till the line here like this, so that would be your population in 1955. So this would be 3000. So I know the population of this one will be 3000. And then they're asking you, what is the population what's the population in 1955 is an easy one. You will find it this way. It goes all the way here to 3000. That is 3000 for that one, number one. And the next one, what they're finding is in which year it's same as 1960. So if you look at 1960, they're asking which is the same as 1960. So let's look at the map again. And you know that 1960, what's same as 1960? If I again do it like this, 1960 is going ill. And if you look at 1980 or 19, that goes up. If you go at 1980, that goes here. And if you go little up, 1985, I think so. Could be, yeah, it's 1985. So your first one is 3000. Your second one is 1985. And the third one, they're asking you, what did the population first fall below 3000? When it fall below 3000? Again, look at the map. When you think it follow 3000, you will come to know it's between 1955 here and between 1956. So the third one would be between 1955 to 1956. That's the answer. It's between these two basically. So let's move on to number 20 now. And let's zoom in. Okay, now in this they are saying that in Lucky Dip there are 10 envelopes. 6 envelopes contain a note saying better luck next time. The 4 envelopes contain prizes. 1 contain £1, 1 contain £2, 1 contain £5, and 1 contain £10. Neela puts 1 envelope from the lucky draw. Where is the probability that she might win the prize? So you know that there are 4 envelopes and the maximum amount is 10. So we will put 10, 4 by 10. Try to simplify that and then you will get the answer by 2 by 5, or you could say 0.4. So let's move on to the next one. Next one says that Nella puts 1 envelope from the lucky dip. What is the probability Probability that she wins the prize. So what is the probability that she will win the prize? So there 10 is the maximum, plus 5, just write down what is given to you, and plus, oh sorry, we are going on the next one. In the next one, they're asking you, what is the mean average of this? You need to find out the mean average, put them in order, and find the medium mean of this. There are 4 of them. You add them up. Basically, what do you do in this one? You add them up. Remember what mean is. So it'll be 10 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 4. That gives you 18 by 4. That could be 9 by 2. That equals to 9 by 2. And that is also written as 4.5. And remember that you're dividing it by 4. So let's move on to 21 now. Let's zoom in a little bit. I like these ones. Jack thinks of a number. Jack has thought of 2 numbers. When he multiplies them together, he gets 96. When he takes one number out from another, he gets 4. What are the 2 numbers? So basically, they said that, let's see if you guys get it, 96 equals to 48 multiplied by 2. That gives you 32 multiplied by 3. I'm just thinking what the numbers could be. 24 multiplied by 4. 16 multiplied by 6. 12 multiplied by 8. So if you look at what the sequence is going on, I think so the numbers would be 12 and, because he thought in 2 numbers, multiply them together and get 96. So you need to find out as many times you can get 96. So I think the maximum I would say is, the answer is 12 and 8 for this one. Let's move on to 22 now. So number 2 is, a farmer wants to put a fence along an edge of his field which is 480 m long. Every 4 meter a post is needed to hold the rail up. How many posts does he need? So you need to find out how much post does he needs for this one. That's easy. You have been given 480 and then just divided by 4 plus 1. That gives you 120 plus 1, and that is your answer, 121. So let's move on to 23 now. 23, they have just given you a diagram and they have told you find the parameter of this one. To find the parameter of the shape, let's find the parameter first. So let's just do the sides. Let me just do the sides for you guys. This is 5. This is 15. So if you look at this one, this would be 7 plus 5. That's 12. This is 5. So here, this one we have 6 and 2. So you need to minus it from 15 minus 6 plus 2. That's, we need to have 15. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That would be 7. So this one is also 7. Why did we do 5 here? 7 plus 5, because 7 is this one and 5 is here. So you need to add all this up now to get your answer. Find the perimeter and then you need to find the area. So let's find the perimeter first and see what we get. So let's find the perimeter first. Perimeter would be 15 plus 12 plus 7 plus 7 plus 6 plus 7 plus 2 plus 12. That total up to 68 centimeter. The next one is find the area. To find the area, you need to do it 15 multiplied by 12 minus 6 multiplied by 7. That gives you 180 minus 42. That equals to 138. That's your area. So let's move on to 24 now. In 24, you have been given a kite. AC is a kite. Write down the coordinates of the vertex D. So you need to find the vertex D. So let's do it this way. That would be a 2 and a 2. And this would be a 5 and a 2. Because you need to find out the vertex D, you need to join them up and then see it. Your answer for this one would be 5 and a 2. Give a second and so I move on to the next one. $25 now. Basically, they're asking how many minutes are there from 11:11 until 23:23 on the same day. So if you look at, let me just write down here, let me use this here. This is an easy one and everybody gets confused with this one. You just need to write 11 all the way to 12. To 23 and then I do it this way, you just need to see what it is. If you look at from 11 to 12, it's 49 minutes. And from 12 to 13, it's 660 minutes. plus 223, they're only 23 minutes. So I just need to add all these minutes now, what I found out. So 660 minus 49. Oh, let me use this then. So I'm just adding what I got. 660 plus 49 plus 23. That gives me to total 732. That was an easy one. Just find out the minutes. How many minutes are there in each? And then just do it. And let's see, there's one last one and then we are done with the paper. Let me just show you the question for the last one. Maths pocket. There are 8 watermelon jelly beans, 4 vanilla jelly beans, and 4 butter popcorn jelly beans. What is the smallest number of jelly beans that he can make out of his pocket to be certain that he takes least one? So that's the challenge one. I want you guys to do this one yourself. I'll give you 2 minutes to do it and then I'll just write the answer down for this one. Because if he takes up to 8, remember what would happen, and if he takes up to 12, what could happen. So the answer for the last one, that's the challenge one, and I wanted you guys to do it. The answer is 13. I hope you guys like this paper. It was an easy one, and I hope you guys like this paper, and don't forget to like and subscribe our channel if you have not.